Welcome back to another episode of LS Review. My name is Monty LS. This should be episode 25. We're just going to jump straight into it today. So apparently Young Thug has been exposed for snitching allegations. Now, there's a lot of moving parts when it comes to this story. So there's some names that I want you guys to keep inside your brain. I want you to keep Rollo, Little Baby, Gunnr, Young Thug, and QCP. Now, QCP is basically the manager and part owner of the record label QC. His name is P. Some people underneath his label. You got Lil Baby, you got Migos, people like that. If you ask me, this whole debacle started from the very beginning. The way it started was Young Thug was essentially calling Gunna a snitch. Now, and the thing about it is, he wouldn't stop saying it. Like he just kept calling Gunna a snitch, Gunna snitch that, Gunna snitch that. And you know Gunna, he does his thing. Like he pays it no mind and keeps making music. So there's that. So you got Young Thug on Twitter basically blasting Gunna and trying to get him blackballed from the industry. And then after that, he starts calling more people snitches. Like again, the guy, like I said, named Rollo. Now, I don't know too much about Rollo, but apparently he used to be like a street dude and like he had a lot of like hip hop connections from my understanding. He did a prison bid, he's out of jail now. But boom, you got Young Thug was calling Rollo a snitch. Again, throwing another snitch allegation on a completely different person. And the third person that he called a snitch that I think that broke the camel's back, P from QC. Now you might ask, where did he go wrong with accusing P of being a snitch? Well, he went wrong with calling P from QC a snitch. He got Whack 100 involved. And if you don't know who Whack 100 is, Whack 100, he is infamous for being online and basically exposing people in general for being homosexual, for being a snitch. Like that's what Whack do. Like Whack, he got these people with him called the exposers and all this other stuff. So that's where Young Thug Mac messed up. He got Whack involved because apparently like Whack is real cool with P from QC. And yeah, Whack, he ain't like none of that. And oh my god, when I say it went down on Academic Stream today, the stream was titled War in Ratlanta, and boy was that a proper title.
The detective said, "Y'all bloods, right? Lil Wayne, you and Birdman." And Thug said, "Bloods, huh?" He was basically trying to gaslight. He was deflecting.
What that got to do with, here's my phone number. Call me when you want to know something. I'll tell you. Just don't tell the world about it. Thug ain't nobody but a motherfucking rapper. Y'all gotta stop treating rappers and ball players like they fucking Malcolm X or some shit. They're not. Like they Martin Luther King, they're not. They ain't shed no blood for the people. Nigga, they bled the people.
I'm not messing with nobody who decided, you know what, bruh, I'm finna go ahead, put out this receipt on you. You've been protecting me and all this shit, and then all of a sudden we all good. Like, that's insane to me. Why would you do that? And I met one of his people months before and was about to put them on their back pockets, but I'm like, nah, I still got a lot of love and respect for dude. But once I seen that, I set my play in motion. It is what it is.
He made himself one. The nigga sat there with Gillian Wallow talking about what you ain't supposed to do and already had 2 hours that we know about of doing it.
Young Thug, as far as hip hop culture, is so influential and he's a legend. Like his sound will forever be ingrained in hip hop. But I think what's messing Young Thug up now is like he keeps trying to keep up with this image of like being a gangster and sticking to a code, loyalty, this, that, and the third. Um and like I don't know, man. I just feel like everything for Young Thug is just falling apart. Like the YSL label is basically kaput. I mean, and you had a lot of promising people. Like you had like Yak Gotti, Little Gotti, Lil Key, Gunna. Like these were like prominent artists that he had on the YSL label, and like just slowly but surely, one after another, like it's just like it's all falling apart and all unraveled. They were just talking about the whole situation in general. They even got 6ix9ine involved. Like, like yo, where's 6ix9ine been? Like, where did y'all pull 6ix9ine out to get him to speak on this? But like, yeah, basically, they were just going over all the information that's been posted up. And you know, the thing that confuses me is like, the interrogation videos of Young Thug, like that, like this stuff happened back in like 2015. So this information has been out here. The only reason why I feel like anybody even gives a fuck or why it's so prevalent is because of how hard Young Thug was going towards snitches. But whole time, like, yo, Loki looking like a snitch yourself. I mean, I was raised in the hood, but I'm not no hood dude. Like, I don't have a hood mentality about me. So I've just never understood, like, what these niggas were talking about when they were saying like loyalty this, loyalty that. When at the end of the day, like dude can literally screw your baby mama, steal from you and all this other stuff. But when it comes to the cops, we got loyalty, we got this, that, and the third. Like that has always been so asinine to me. Like I've never really understood that, and that's what Young Thug's problem is. Like he's trying to play this super gangster image, but like whole time, like if you flawed and you got cracks like in the seams, like you can't. It's kind of hard to play like this authentic character. But yeah, essentially, like that's the problem. Like you feel me? Like you had Young Thug over here condemning Gunnr, and whole time, like if you ask me from my perspective, like the information Young Thug told the cops versus the information Gunnr told the cops, man, Young Thug damn near told him more. Puts all this effort and energy into basically trying to derail Gunnr's career when like whole time, like you've kind of done some similar stuff. And like that's what I don't like about like all this gangster and hood shit. Like y'all be picking and choosing. Like why do y'all be picking and choosing so much? If a dude is a rat, if a dude is a snitch, that's what it is across the board. Like what? Just because like he's your friend or you know him and you're cool with him, like you gonna pick and choose and because literally like what about 6ix9ine? Like, okay, again, like it's not like 6ix9ine had the greatest image, but like people try to make him sound like he was the devil for snitching and doing what he did. When like, at the end of the day, like 6ix9ine's no different from Gunnr, and Gunnr is no different from Young Thug. Like if you literally sit there and like listen to the interrogation videos, I'm like, dude, like I'm not no street nigga. And I don't think you need to be, but like it sounds like you're cooperating. Like from my understanding, I feel like snitching is any kind of cooperation with the police. And Young Thug was definitely cooperating. People like Lil Baby, 21 Savage, like these guys were condemning rats. Oh, Lil Durk too. These guys were condemning rats when 6ix9ine got locked up. When 6ix9ine got locked up, you had every rapper and their mama being like, we not bumping 6ix9ine. Like, yo, you know I was literally in a car with a coworker. I was playing 6ix9ine music. This guy works at a glass factory. That my coworker and me, we're two guys that work in a glass factory, and he was telling me like, "Oh, turn off 6ix9ine because he's a snitch." Like, why does him being a snitch matter to you? Like, I've never understood that. Like I don't know. People from the ghetto, like they try to have like this code of ethics, but like in our reality, like we live in the fucking ghetto. Like there's no code of ethics. Like it's messed up. We live in poverty. And like we're trying to like get out of the situation, like you get what I mean. So like I don't know, for people to feel so strongly, like they got snitched on, it's always been like crazy to me. Like you feel me? At the end of the day, you ask me, you did the crime, you do the time. Like you feel what I'm saying? Period, point blank. And you shouldn't be mad at like somebody's like, oh, he snitched on me or this and that. When at the end of the day, like you guys are all doing crime. Like you get what I mean? Like. There's just no excuse in it. And then like, yes, like that Young Thug, he's just seeming super hypocritical right now. And I think that's gonna mess with his career because ain't no way he was going this hard on Gunnr. And like you literally like I can't make this up. He was in the interrogation room telling the lady not to tell this to the world. Now that sounds like suspicious to me. Like literally, like for me, like and like I said, like this all popped off because Thug wanted to go at other people. He wanted to go at Gunnr. He wanted to go at Rollo. Like, why are you doing this instead of focusing on your family, your freedom, and your music? Like, that's all you need to do. But instead, like, it's like Young Thug want to go right back to same old. Like, oh, like we ain't never switch up. We still got YSL, all this other stuff. But no, you don't have YSL. Little Keed is dead. You cut off like your hardest artist. That's such a bad business decision. How do you cut off the moneymaker? Like shit, if it was me, if Gunna snitched on me and I was his record label owner, I'd be like, hey man, bygones be bygones. We about to get it with this music. You hear what I'm saying? Like I'm about to get my time back that you snitched on me with this music you finna make. But no, like Thug was like, I don't know. Thug just wasn't having like none of that. And like he kind of did all of this to himself. Like I feel like people started digging up information and they started posting stuff, and like now Thug is looking real fishy. Like how Thug was trying to make Gunna seem fishy, Thug is seeming just as fishy, if not more now. So I feel like I want to make a list of people that need to apologize to Gunna because like I was like little baby was going so hard for Thug to the point where like he cut off Gunna. And mind you, Gunna and Lil Baby, they have like a generational mixtape They were making fire music together, and like all of a sudden, like Thug and Gunna go to jail, Gunna gets out, and all of a sudden, Baby don't fuck with Gunna no more. Like that's just like again from a music business perspective, like this, like the hood stuff is so overrated, man. Like I can't even describe to tell you, and like I feel like that leads me perfectly into like my next topic. Like the streets are dead, man. Like the street life getting it out the mud, like that shit is so lame. Like it's crazy. Like, cause like growing up as like a young man, like it makes a lot more sense. But it's like the older you get, the more you mature, you're like, yo, like living like this is ass backwards. Like, how am I hanging around a group of guys that would essentially like 9 times out of 10 backstab me in the street? If I went to jail, they wouldn't hold it down. Like all this, that, and the third. But like when it comes to like actual authority and like going to jail, like oh that's when like people want like guys want to tighten up and like oh try to have like this foundation and loyalty. Like the streets are like so dead. And like don't even get me started on drill music. Like drill music has definitely, in my opinion, I feel like it has come and gone. Like I feel like there was a big wave with Pusha I see Dirt, Von and them, but like the second guy started dying, getting locked up, it started looking real dry. Like you get what I mean? And like that's what I'm saying. Like half the problem is there's a cycle of poverty that keeps people in the street. And then the other half of it is like you got people online that glorify this. Like you have people that have never even seen a gun in real life. Like and like they think it's just oh like these guys are so cool. Like they're rolling around with guns, they got drugs, girls. When the whole time like it's a facade. Like all of it's a facade. Like you can't tell me like right now that like there's a hood dude that's just 100% happy with his life. How can you be ready to die at any given moment, but say like, oh, like I'm super happy with my life and like things are like great when it's definitely not the case and it's not like that. Like I don't know, like and like the thing that kind of makes me sad is like you get a lot of like gangsterism and like hood activities get involved in like the culture of being black or hip hop when in all reality, like I feel like the two need to separate. Yes, like they kind of started together, like you feel me, like you got people in the streets and like you got people like rapping and like they kind of just cultivated together. Thugs and gangs almost go hand in hand with like hip hop, and like I kind of wish it wasn't like that. Like you feel me, because like hip hop is such a diverse form of art that like it doesn't have to be that. Like we don't have to talk about drugs or like girls or like going to jail all day. Like there's so many different topics within the world that we could talk about with hip hop that gets overshadowed with like the bad side. Like that's how I feel. I feel like drill music is like the worst aspects of hip hop, and like that's just like my personal opinion. Like you can't tell me something that promotes violence and death is like a beneficial thing for the culture. It's just not, and it never was, and it never will be. Like you feel me? Like yes, you have guys that who tell their stories like through the music. That's completely understandable. But like at a certain point, like you have these people that like they're rapping stuff that's not even true. Like you get what I mean? Like they're just saying it because it's catchy and like it feels good. And I was definitely in that boat when I was like 16, 17. Like yes, I was like rapping about guns and like all this other stuff. But I feel like when you grow up and you mature, like the content of which you make, it has to change. Because if not, like you're glorifying it. Like you're just glorifying the downfall of others, and like that's just it'll never be cool. Like it just won't. The whole hip hop industry owes 6ix9ine an apology, because ain't no way Thug was running around in interrogation rooms, literally cooperating with police. But like we can't listen to 6ix9ine music. I like 6ix9ine music. I'm gonna keep listening to 6ix9ine music. And like I don't know, I just think it's so like backwards, because the same guys that try to like ban 6ix9ine didn't want to listen to 6ix9ine. So okay, are you guys gonna keep that energy and not listen to Young Thug no more? They're not. They're often to be hypocrites about the situation. Like I already know how the street stuff go. Like the way the streets work. If it affects, this is how the street stuff works. If it affects you, you give all the fucks in the world. But if it doesn't affect you, you don't care. Like you feel me? And that's the code of the streets. The code of the streets is no honor amongst thieves. And if you were to think it was any other way, you're stupid. Like I don't know, just to think that like these guys that like just to think that guys that don't take care of their family would be willing to hurt somebody, would have your best interest, like just because you guys are in a so-called gang. Like I don't know. low IQ is definitely a problem in the hood. It just is, man. Like, I just wish we could do better, man, because like this does not speak for Black American culture, like as a whole. I mean, obviously it's a big part, and like we have to like live with it, but like I don't know, man. I'm just hoping moving forward we could move away from the gangsterism and the drill music and just focus on other aspects of hip hop. Because like take J. Cole as an example. J. Cole is a fine and really good representative for hip hop, but he don't talk about killing nobody, doing this, that, and the third. But he makes good hip hop music. So I feel like people like him and J. Cole, I said that. I feel like people like him and like Kendrick, like they're perfect representations of like what rap can be at its pinnacle. And like I feel like drill music is the exact opposite. Like drill music is hip hop at its worst. Like if you ask me personally, like it just glorifies like too much bullshit. And like the consumer definitely has a hand to play in that. Hip hop as a culture, we need to move. I'm not saying completely get rid of it and disconnect from it, but we need to remove the part of glorifying like this sad way of living. Like, you get what I mean? Like, I'm not saying don't tell your story. I'm not saying don't rap about it, but don't do it in such a way that it's toxic to the culture. Because a lot of what Young Thug is doing on Twitter is toxic for the hip hop culture. Like, he's basically downing other black men. Like, you feel me? When in all reality, like we should try to uplift each other no matter our circumstances. Like, I feel like that's the core of black culture and like hip hop is like uplifting one another, and creating our own voice because the world didn't want to give us one. Like, I feel like that's the essence of hip hop culture, of Black American culture, and it shouldn't be like drill music or living in the streets. It's just not. It just should not be like that. But another topic I wanted to talk about, a little bit of an odd segue, but I wanted to talk about Lil Nas X. So recently, everybody should know Lil Nas X. He has went through like a mental drug whatever situation, but basically he was walking through the streets booty naked, with some tidy whities on through LA or whatever. And the only thing I can say about this Lil Nas X situation is, damn, like Hollywood will mess up a good person. And like, I'm not saying Nas X was a good person to begin with, but what I'm saying is he came into the game presenting himself as a heterosexual male, and like just literally like the whole way he used to carry himself is almost night and day from now. Now he literally acts like a man Nicki Minaj. Who knows? Maybe that's how he really feels. That's completely fine. That's not really what I'm talking about here. What I want to talk about is it's like, did Hollywood mess up Little Nas X? Like, would he have been better off just basically blowing up and staying as independent as possible? Because I feel like the second he got super involved with Hollywood, that's when he started doing like the weird stuff, like all the devil stuff and like the overly um just being too much out there. Like you get what I mean? Like, I feel like that is a direct correlation with his time in Hollywood and like having these connections, like, you feel me? Because like Hollywood isn't just about like the people and like the situations. It's also about the drugs. There's hella drugs in Hollywood, and like with money, you have access to them. And like I feel like he's just been in this downward spiral ever since he blew up, and like he's just been getting like worse and worse. Because like when he was doing the devil stuff, I was like, okay, this don't seem like the greatest, and like this doesn't seem like you will have a long lasting career doing this, because it's almost like he kept switching gimmicks. Like first he was a cowboy, then he was a gay devil, then he was just a gay man. like like who are you for real, bro? Like, I feel like the reason why people enjoy you and connect to you is because they feel like they feel like you're doing something authentic that they can resonate with. Like, you get what I mean? But like, if you're constantly switching your personalities, going through mental disorders, taking drugs, like nobody knows who you are. At the end of the day, you kind of just end up as like a weird junkie in Hollywood. Like, like I don't know how Lil Nas X does and like album sales and like all this other stuff. Like, I'm just saying, like from my perspective, how I'm looking at it, like he's just going downhill, and he's not going in a good direction. So the way I'm gonna start ending these episodes, I'm just gonna find like one artist, one underground artist in particular, and just basically promote them. And so the artist I want to promote today, completely unrelated. I swear to God, it's unrelated. The artist, his name is Lil Gunnr. So I must apologize and amend the statement that I just said. His name is not Lil Gunnr. It's just Gunnr. Gunnr, the artist. His name is Gunnr. My bad. Now, Little Gunnr, he's not per se a hip hop artist. He's kind of just a hard artist in general. The vibe I get from his music is real like it's kind of like it's kind of poppy, like kind of like pop music, but like more like with like a rock aesthetic. If I were to describe it like that. He kind of reminds me a lot of XXXTentacion. Like I'm not gonna lie, like they don't sound the same, but like kind of the feeling that they give you with their music is similar. Like, so like he has this big song right now called Dancing with the Stars. And I'm telling you, like, this is hard. This ish is hard right here. From the gist of the song, I could be wrong, but like I feel like he's kind of talking about like substance abuse and just like singing about it like really well. Like this is a really good melodic song. And I feel like we've been like deprived of this. Like we haven't really had like those big like crossover genre artists, and like that's how I would describe him. Like I don't know exactly what genres he's mixing together, but he's doing it super well. And like I think this is a guy to look out for.
And right now, tell me how you wanna save me. All my life I've taken it too far. You hit my veins, I'm dancing with the stars.
Can't nobody tell me that's not hard as fuck. So yeah, definitely. His name is Lil Gunnr. Definitely check him out. Give him some love. I feel like it's good to promote people who make music with substance, and that's basically what I'm doing. But like, yeah, y'all, this was another episode of LS Review. As you can see, the scenery's kind of changing a little bit, switching it up. It's gonna continue to grow, continue to change, and all this other stuff. But I really appreciate everybody who watches these videos, and I hope you stay along with me with this journey. I got a freestyle I dropped. I'm gonna put it somewhere up on the screen. But yes, if you haven't checked this freestyle out that I just dropped, go ahead and check it out now. My name is Monty LS. We out of here. Thank you.
Shawty real sweet, she a piece of the pie. Looking too long, there's no soul in my eyes. I turned to a devil, mama got sent to the sky. She living through me, I won't tell no lies.